tidbits where we try to bring up issues that we believe entrepreneurs should think about and act upon in order to enhance their chances of business success. Today we have a short Q&A session to respond to two questions out of which we got from our viewers. The first question is, what business should I start? Essentially that means, how do I choose what business to start? But before then, we need to first answer, should I go into business? Because this is a career choice that should not be taken lightly. Okay, as I said, the second question first, should I go into business? This is a very important career choice that you have to take seriously. Each career in this life demands peculiar skill sets. It demands peculiar competencies. It also affects your lifestyle as well as how your relationships with others evolve. So it is very important that you do the necessary exercise to ensure that you are putting yourself in the right career, and particularly so in entrepreneurship. So the process of deciding whether you should go into business or not is a self-assessment involving matching your skills and interests with the opportunities and demands of business life. It is a very simple, really, exercise, but it's an intense one. It will involve you trying to understand the realities of business life. So think of business life as an iceberg. What you see on top is very small compared to what you see below the surface. Below the surface are the difficult things, the disappointments, the setbacks, the sleepless nights and all that. But on top, above the surface, are the beautiful cars, the successes, the nice homes, the travels and all that. So you have to check to be sure that you can handle the disappointments as much as you can handle the opportunities. Basically, that is what business life demands. You have to be strong in handling disappointments as much as you are strong in handling opportunities. You can do this assessment by discussing with others who have been there, who have failed, who have succeeded, so that you can be able to get all sides of the equation. Then there are also online tests that you can take which try to bring out what your strengths and what your weaknesses might be. Some are paid, and they will even go as far as advising which areas you should work to improve upon. So at the end of the exercise, the whole idea is that you have a good feel of exactly what the demands would be, what kind of lifestyle you are going to likely be adopting, and looking forward to opportunities as much as you do with handling challenges. Once you are comfortable with that, then you are good to go. Obviously, along the line, you'll have to continue to develop various aspects of your skills and competencies so that you can do better today than you did yesterday. Okay, the first question, second now, as you said, what business should I choose? Now, the reality about this life is that there are several opportunities knocking on our doors every day and everywhere. It just depends on how alert we are to them to be able to prepare and seize them. But before I go into the details of how you can go about choosing a particular business for yourself, I need to debunk two of the most popular myths that get floated around. The first one is about follow your passion when you are going into business. Yes, it is possible you can convert your passion into a business idea and into a highly successful enterprise. It's very possible. People have done it. The two very popular cases I can, for instance, mention is Bill Gates himself, who is passionate software developer that has been able to build Microsoft into what it is. Similarly, the next Steve Jobs he was very passionate about hardware development, and we all know what he was able to do. So yes, you can succeed converting your passion into business, but only if it can be commercially viable. If not, please look elsewhere. You will find other passions that you didn't know about. The second myth is that you should get out of your comfort zone to succeed in business. This is absolutely wrong. It is like asking somebody who has been lifting 20 kg of weight to overnight lift 200 kg. That can break their backbone. Instead, what you should do is not to get out of your comfort zone, is to continuously stretch from within your skin. So if you have been running a business of 10 million naira, then you can move out to 30 million, 15 million. You can handle that and whatever difficulties that might come with it, and then gradually move to 20 million, to 40 million, to 80 million, to 100 million. So that way you are stretching yourself, developing your skills, and growing as much as your business is also growing. So don't go out of your comfort zone, stretch out of it. To explain how you should choose a business, I will use a chart that I have, a Venn diagram. Now the whole idea of you making the right business choice is to be able to match your interests and competencies with the opportunities available, whether real or latent. Now let's look at this Venn diagram. I like to use it to explain the best way to go about it. So always start with the opportunities. Like I said, please don't start entirely with your interest or passion, except if you have already established that it is commercially viable. If it is, then please go ahead. Otherwise, start with the opportunities, do a mapping, establish what markets, what customers, for instance, offer opportunities. And then the second thing is for you to now look at what your interests are, maybe products, industry, do the mapping, and then establish what your competencies are, maybe your knowledge, your skills and experiences and all that. Now the best place to operate is this trisection where the three intersect. So you have this shaded area is the best area for you to operate, where you have opportunities, you are interested, and you have the matching competencies that are required. But in the event that you are not exactly there first, then you can start from this area A, where there are opportunities and you have the competencies. So you find out that with time, once you are doing something creative that adds value to the lives of other people, you gradually develop interest. I always give the example of one of the very first businesses that I successfully did. I just simply went to a shop to buy a memory card for my computer in those olden days, and so happened that I was able to only get the last one on the shelf. And the sales assistant said, look, these memory cards sell quite fast, but their own boss was not importing it. Those are the kind of opportunities that I say knock on our doors every day. And I immediately made inquiries, and within 2 weeks, I had started importing memory cards into Nigeria. I had no passion or interest for any memory card, but I mean, with time, it was making more money for me than what I was earning in my paid employment. So opportunities are there. It's for us to just be alert to them and seize them. And before you know it, if you are doing something very well, even if you didn't like it yesterday, you could come to like it. So you can also start from this point A, where you have competencies and there are opportunities there, and then work your way to this area, because with time you are very likely to develop interest in it. The next best option is area B, where there are opportunities and you are interested, but maybe you don't have the competencies. So with time, you can develop competencies. Most of the business people that you see highly successful, they didn't just start with 100% competence in what they are doing, but with time they learn and develop their skills, and before you know it, they could teach people very well about them. The most difficult is this point X. This is where you have the right competencies, you are interested, but there are no opportunities. And as long as there are no commercially viable opportunities, it is very difficult for you to succeed. So always start from preferably this point or this point or this, as much as possible. Avoid this. So at the end of the video, there will be this diagram again to show, so that you can think through it. So the whole process of choosing which business to start with is about you thinking, it's about you observing, it's about you engaging others, because sometimes the ideas don't come from us, they come from others. The most important thing also in what you do, just be yourself. Don't be a copycat because somebody is doing something you feel like you could also do it. You know, you have to be true to yourself. Thank you very much. I hope you're able to learn a thing or two. Visit our blog posts. There are several, especially there are some on idea generation and idea testing. So maybe that will add some additional information that I didn't discuss. Thank you very much. Today is March 24th, 2020. The world is going through the COVID-19 pandemic. It is very important that we obey and respect the instructions and advice of authorities and medical professionals. Let us all stay safe and keep others safe. Thank you. See you.